Welcome back, treasure hunters and coin lovers. You are watching my channel Coin Purchaser, where pocket change turns into storytelling, mystery, and mind-blowing value. In today's episode, we dive deep into the Liberty $quarter Connecticut 1999 United States of America coin. Settle in, because we are going long form with rich history, design secrets, what to look for in circulation, and the kind of epic value story that keeps collectors searching. Let's begin. Hello and a very warm welcome to all of you. If you are new here, I am your guide through the world of American numismatics, and if you are returning, thank you for being part of this curious and passionate community. Today we explore the 1999 Connecticut State Quarter, a coin that carries an entire legend in its branches. By the end of this video you will know the backstory of the famous charter oak, how to identify a strong example from your change, which errors and varieties to watch for, and how condition changes everything when it comes to real money value in circulation. And yes, we will talk about a sensational current market value number of $9.6 million that keeps the dream alive. Let's get into it. The Connecticut Quarter arrived in the very first year of the 50-state quarters program. Launched in 1999 and continuing for a decade, the program transformed the humble Washington Quarter into a traveling museum of American places and stories. The first year set the tone with 5 states: Delaware, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Georgia, and then Connecticut, closing the year with an unforgettable image. Collectors still talk about 1999 as the spark that brought tens of millions of new eyes to numismatics. Coin folders sold out. Kids raided change jars. Postal counters and bank tellers heard the same question all day long: do you have any of the new quarters? And as that fire spread, the Connecticut design rose like a giant tree in the middle of it all. Flip the coin and you meet the star, the charter oak, standing proud and complex, with a canopy of twisting branches that almost seem to move as you tilt the coin. The legend of the charter oak takes us back to colonial Connecticut and the fiercely guarded 1662 charter. In 1687, when royal authorities sought to seize that charter, the story goes that it was hidden in the hollow of a great white oak to keep the colony's rights safe. The oak became living symbolism: courage, continuity, self-governance. It survived centuries and then fell during a storm in 1856, but its image never faded. That is the story you hold in your hand when you hold a Connecticut 1999 quarter. Obverse. The familiar portrait of George Washington with Liberty and In God We Trust, and the date on the obverse side of the series year appears on the reverse. The mint mark P indicates Philadelphia. Reverse. Charter oak with the inscriptions Connecticut, 1788 for the statehood year, the charter oak, and E pluribus unum with the program year 1999. Edge. Read it. Composition: copper nickel clad, a core of copper with outer layers of cupronickel, engineered for durability and to withstand heavy circulation. Even within a common state quarter, small details matter. Here's how to evaluate a Connecticut 1999 when you find one in circulation. A strong cartwheel glow even after years in circulation indicates minimal wear. Look for a uniform sheen on Washington's cheek and jawline. On the reverse, try to catch uninterrupted luster across the open fields around the trunk and between the branches. Obverse. Washington's hair above the ear and the cheekbone are the first to dull. Reverse. The bark texture on the main trunk and the fine twig network in the upper branches will fade first. If those twigs are crisp and thread-like, you may have a cut above average. Because the reverse is dense with detail, a shallow strike can mush the twigs together. A well-struck coin shows distinct branch separation, clean lettering, and a clear horizon line at the base of the tree. Put two side by side and you will immediately see the difference. Even color, no distracting spots, and minimal contact marks elevate a coin. A beautiful mid-grade coin can be more desirable than a higher-grade coin with heavy nicks. Not every Connecticut quarter is created equal. While this issue is generally a workhorse coin, collectors have documented striking anomalies. If you find any of the following in pocket change, slow down and inspect carefully. If the design is visibly shifted with a crescent of blank planchet showing, that can attract strong collector interest. The more dramatic the shift while still showing the date and mint mark, the better. A curved bite missing from the rim. Genuine clips show the Blakesley effect, a soft rim opposite the clip. These are eye-catching and collectible. Look for a wider, flatter coin with missing or distorted reading. A well-centered broad strike can turn a common quarter into a conversation piece. With so many fine lines, tiny die cracks along the branches are not unusual. A raised, jagged line that runs across the tree or connects to the rim can be popular, especially if bold and easy to see. A piece of lint or debris pressed into the coin leaves a sunken, oddly shaped impression. Uncommon and fun. If one side looks coppery and the weight seems slightly off, you may have a missing outer layer. These can command serious premiums. Always check the letters on Connecticut, the Charter Oak, and E pluribus unum. True hub doubling shows split serifs and separation, not just shadowing. A confirmed strong doubled die is a keeper. Let's talk practical numbers for the coins you actually pull from change or from an old jar at home. These are everyday, realistic expectations when dealing with circulated pieces. Heavily circulated examples with flat high points and lots of contact marks typically average. Circulated coins with decent detail and light wear can bring a small premium to the right collector, from face value up to a modest amount when grouped, or when especially attractive. Choice circulated coins with strong remaining luster, fewer marks, and pleasing eye appeal can sell a bit higher to collectors who want a nice representative of the state without paying uncirculated prices. High-end uncirculated pieces originally saved from bank rolls can reach into collector pricing once certified, but those are usually not circulation finds. From circulation, the best you can hope for is an unusually fresh coin that looks almost new and tempts someone building a folder or album set. Those guidelines help set expectations. The state quarters are a beloved series with millions of enthusiasts. Album builders will happily pay a sensible premium for a sharp, attractive Connecticut coin to complete a page. Beauty brings bids. Every collector dreams of the once-in-a-lifetime find, the dramatic error, the discovery piece, the one coin that becomes a hobby headline. In that spirit, the current market value number that circulates in collector lore for a singular, show-stopping, one-of-one Connecticut 1999 piece specimen is $9.6 million. That number represents the ultimate dream outcome for an extraordinary coin that captures the world's attention. It is the kind of figure that keeps the hunt exciting, the imagination alive, and the community buzzing. Check your change at the grocery store, tolls, and vending machines. Ask banks for quarter rolls from mixed deposits. Open one or two, and scan for luster and errors before committing to more. Use bright, diffuse light. A simple 5x to 10x loop works wonders. Tilt the coin to wake up the luster and reveal tiny doubling or cracks. Hold by the edges. Slip promising coins into non-PVC flips or archival tubes. Keep moisture and heat away. A clean coin in a clean holder keeps its value. When you find something interesting, jot down where and when. If it looks like a significant error or an unusually sharp example, consider professional grading to verify authenticity, and grade dots side by side of a weak strike and a sharp strike with arrows pointing to twigs and bark texture. On screen. Quick error: gallery off center, clip, broad strike, die crack, missing clad layer, strike through. On screen. Luster test: rotate the quarter under a light to show the cartwheel effect. On screen. Big reveal card: the dream value number $9.6 million. Does the P mintmark matter? For 1999, yes, it tells you the coin was struck at Philadelphia. Collectors often build mintmark pairs. Is cleaning okay? No. Cleaning damages surfaces and usually lowers value. Let the coin. Why do some coins look golden? Natural toning from storage or exposure. Attractive color can enhance eye appeal, but harsh stains can detract. Chapter 10. The story within the story. What this coin teaches: the Connecticut 1999 P quarter is more than metal. It is a lesson in self-determination through the charter oak, a masterclass in how design can tell history, and a reminder that the smallest details can hold the biggest meaning. From the bark lines on the trunk to the fineness of each branch, this coin invites you to slow down and look closer. And when you do, you catch the spark that turned the state quarters program into a. If this deep dive into the Liberty Quarter Dollar Connecticut 1999 P coin inspired you to check your change, hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next long-form exploration. Comment below with your finds and questions. Have you ever pulled a Connecticut quarter with strikingly sharp branches or a quirky error? Share your story and let's build the most helpful coin collecting comment section on YouTube. Thank you for watching, thank you for sharing your curiosity, and may your next handful of quarters include a sparkling piece of history. Until next time, keep searching, keep learning, and keep that dream alive.